Hey guys, welcome back to part 3 of Dungeons 2! Chapter 3, King Robert Has to Die. Once the ultimate evil had escaped from death still fitted to the throne, it travelled to wreak terrible vengeance on those who had done this. Heavily supported by its little snots, the first target was Paladin Robert, now the king of the Alliance. He had withdrawn to the quiet surroundings of his hunting lodge. There he'll be the perfect victim. And then I'll do evil after. Not as good as the narrator, but close enough. Goblins and Infernos are particularly effective against ranged targets. Attackers, really. I wonder how to order creatures to go back. Should I just pick them up or... I'm really not sure.
According to
King
scouts,
Robert.
King Robert spent most of his time strolling around his hunting lodge garden reciting poetry. Soon his poetry would turn into mournful ballads. The vengeful evil thirsted to defeat the Alliance's king and mount his head on the wall as a trophy. Whoops, of course, I really mean that he wanted to take all of King Robert's cookies away. Better play it safe, or the age classification folks will be after me. Before that, however, the ultimate evil had to do a bit of work on the dungeon. Otherwise, it wouldn't be able to fund even a small army made up of a few orcs.
So my max cap is 15. So what I need to look for the treasury room. Where am I on the map? So there's some vines here, so we can go and explore these areas. So we can dig the whole place out, but is it worth it? Or just dig over here as well. Because there's some gold. I'm gonna hire another snot. Let's hire 2. I think it's always good to have workers. Workers will speed up the process. Get things done much quicker. I really need an iron mine. Oh, there's one. So we can build treasury room here. Let's level this place.
Right now, the restricted evil was only able to call upon orcs and little snots. But there had been rumors that some goblins were hiding out in a cave somewhere close by. The exploratory evil would be sure to follow this line of inquiry.
Interesting. So... and this is quite expensive.
The first treasury was completed. Soon greedy evil's little snots would fill it with gold. You know the golden rule, right? Whoever has the gold makes the rules.
I want to expand out here as well. So, oh, awesome. I don't know what this place is, but I definitely need to get a brewery started. So maybe I'll make this room into brewery.
The strategy guidebook, Dungeons for Dummies, says mountains don't always just consist of rocks and stone. but may also include natural as well as artificial caves and rooms. These usually contain treasures and dangers to make digging around underground more exciting.
Really? This... Oh no, I thought it was another iron ore. Guess not. I mean gold ore. It's like a lot of ghost stuff here. Ah, that's another gold vein. So what I might do, I might build a brewery here. Production factory. Or maybe I should just build here.
The
This is
ultimate evil should never forget to keep a watchful eye on its beer and gold stores. The first brewery was completed. Soon beer would be flowing like a river, and an Oktoberfest atmosphere would pervade all. Would the ultimate evil put the beer baron out of business?
Of course not.
Duff reference.
So let's hire some ox.
The warmongering evil had hired the first orc. As ancient wisdom says, violence is a solution, usually the only one.
I swear I don't have enough brewery to sustain the place. I mean, to sustain the ox.
The ultimate evil slowly made itself cozy underground. Although this was a sensible decision, there was a large and lovely overworld out there, just waiting to be destroyed. Payday!
So let's
Another orc entered the service of the military-savvy evil.
build 3 ox.
Orc was growing and prospering. The steady pounding in the rocks had given rise to overworld rumors of a new dungeon. A group of heroes set out to plunder its riches, and the ultimate evil was already looking forward to this visit. The time to attack appeared to be right. On the surface, in the tavern of a small, miserable village, some adventurers gathered. They were acquiring Dutch courage for their visit to the dungeon by downing several beers. The dungeon had to be destroyed.
Oh, so this is my dungeon. Oh wow. Where are my ox? Actually, build 2 more rocks.
The heroes didn't know what had hit them, as several orcs bore down from nowhere and annihilated them. This group of heroes had plundered their last dungeon, but there would be more.
I want to build in a brewery. Now we're gonna build another arc. 2 more actually. I wonder how do I check how much ore's left. Oh, I don't have enough money. So what I need to do is let's go and start hunting some. Oops, I wasn't supposed to go back. Let's pick up a few of these guys, and then we'll go upstairs. We'll just leave one guy down here. That's pretty cool. And now I just got a trolley called Daylight. What was this the Explorer? Okay. Let's get them to walk over here. And we'll go explore a bit. When they have skills. They're pretty strong, I got to say. Can I like destroy the buildings? Oh, I can. Destroy all the buildings. And they get a fair bit of experience points as well. How do I go back to the fake world, the dungeon world?
A delicious rumble announced the fact that the village's last house had crashed to the ground. Ha! There would be no more heroes meeting there to seek out the dungeon of the destruction-hungry evil. The hunting lodge of King Robert lay in the north. It was there that the ultimate evil would finally get its long-awaited revenge. However, it looked pretty damn well guarded. Maybe it should first visit the cave to the west, inhabited by a clan of goblins, where the cunning evil could do a little negotiating.
Okay, so we're gonna go inside here. And look for some
Payday!
goblins.
The goblin leader prostrated himself joyfully before the ultimate evil, and immediately dispatched 2 goblins into its dungeon with a few plans for a new room, a tinkerer's cave. This was built as quickly as possible.
I don't even know where's the... So let's press... Let's check now. Apart from the dungeon order. Oh, interesting. Okay, cool. So did I get the goblins as well? So what am I supposed to do here? Well, there's potions and stuff. Okay, so these guys are mine. Nope, they're not. Build a tinker wave. How the hell did I build? I'm really not sure what I'm supposed to do here. But There we go. Can do this.
The Tinkerer's Cave was built. It could, however, only be used as a warehouse, as it lacked the workshop that the insidious Evil's goblins needed. Quick as a flash, Evil placed a creator mat in the Tinkerer's Cave.
Okay, let's create this.
A sparkling new creator mat graced the Tinkerer's Cave of the expansion-hungry Evil. A goblin would be able to work well in here, producing toolboxes. A few of these boxes would now be needed in order to invent a trap. The moody Evil waited patiently.
It's like also my treasury room, I reckon. What's wrong with him? How do I pick up? So research a trap. Okay, research no trap, improver. Produce toolbox. So now I'm researching. Let's put another crate on that here. I feel like demolishing this building and then building another one. Like not right next to the wall. I feel like it's in the way or something. Is it researching or no? It's not researching anymore. And what about my guys? Okay, let's bring them back home. And yep, I really don't know what's happening, but I guess we're gonna make this square shape. So these guys are back.
As cowardly as the goblins were, their creativity more than made up for this. They proudly presented the treacherous Evil with their plan for a devious trap. With a silent, evil cackle, it quickly buckled down to setting the trap.
So I need a hospital to research that. Okay, so place a trap. Where can I place a trap? Oh, over here. Trap. And we do this. Oops. Man, it's hard. I'm not supposed to build this many traps. Say a trap, not like. Oh, so I need the guys to help me place it there. How come I build so many?
A Secret Service spy approached you wanting to have the usage data on all your monsters. Unfortunately, there's not a lot left of him after your orcs chewed his... Oh, I can't read that. Job done. The trap was finished and ready to be found by a hero. This is going to be so much fun. Just at that moment, a particularly powerful dwarf warrior appeared in the dungeon. How had he suddenly arrived at this precise time was indeed most odd, but his presence was more than welcome. He was going to be a guinea pig for the trap.
Yeah, well, we need to watch that. I'm interested.
Even this strong dwarf warrior didn't
what?
stand a chance against the treacherous traps and powerful monsters of the invincible evil.
They all
He
blew up at the
bit
same
the
time.
dust. So much for a game of dwarves. The dungeon's defenses were now clearly much improved, but the hunting lodge still remained well protected and impregnable. There was nothing that the ultimate evil could do. The task was impossible. So the evil withdrew, bent and broken, let feelings of revenge ebb away, and instead took up looking after those cute, teeny-weeny trees. What are they called again? Bonsai, yes, I did. The end. Pretty unsatisfactory, huh? Of course, that wasn't the end. In reality, the indefatigable evil paid the goblin cave another little visit. The goblin leader would hopefully spit out something useful after a few more slaps. The expansion-driven evil couldn't wait to explore the further possibilities of the Tinkerer's Cave. In particular, a hospital seemed a useful way to cure its ailing units. It set about asking for this to be researched.
So let's research a hospital. So we are researching the hospital. I'm gonna bring some ox as well. Probably 4 people.
The charitable evil had researched the hospital. This would enable its units to quickly recover from their injuries, once it had been built, that is.
And
it did take a while, but the Horde eventually set out to talk to the leader of the goblins again.
so am I supposed to build like a hospital?
The caring evil had good-naturedly built a hospital for its suffering creatures. It, however, still lacked a hospital bed. Little Snots would then bring any units there that have been injured in the dungeon.
Interesting. So...
It's payday. A few hard slaps were enough to motivate the leader of the goblins to help the ultimate evil. As it transpired, there was an old tunnel which had been previously used as an escape route. This connected the goblin cave with the vaults of the hunting lodge. The goblin leader voluntarily made a goblin assassin available to the hard-hitting evil to help infiltrate the lodge. The first hospital bed had been built. Wounded units could now be healed in the hospital. Little Snots would also be able to bring defeated creatures here so that they could be nursed back to health.
So...
There are enemies in your dungeon. The cheerful evil was pleased with this support. An assassin was a decent melee fighter, but its actual strength lay in its ability to make itself invisible. This was, of course, tested out immediately.
Oh, that's awesome. So you have your own little mini hero. Awesome.
Despite the powerful invisibility skill, it was advisable for the ultimate evil to be cautious. Some opponents had such highly trained observation skills that they were actually able to see invisible units. A locked door prevented the assassin from progressing. It would have taken a long time for him to have opened it with sheer brute force using weaponry. Thankfully, he had a suitable skill with which he could deactivate doors, and more importantly, traps.
I hope I can kill it. Woohoo, level up. So...
The on-the-ball evil recognized that the warrior princess there was extremely powerful. The goblin assassin would be best advised to avoid any contact with her.
Why is that? Oh. What if I got invisible? Will I be able to kill her? Yeah! Awesome! Oh, there's like 3 guards. What I might do is I kill one of them and I'll run. Run! And then just kill one of them. And drink some potion.
There are enemies in your dungeon.
That's alright.
A Gobobot was being forced to make miserable repairs in the lodge. A brief feeling of what it thought might be sympathy passed through the sensitive evil, but this actually turned out to be a mighty belch. Naturally, it would free the useful Gobobot anyway.
I can't even go through the gate. Oh, oops.
Elated by the assassin's attempt at rescuing it, the Gobobot joined the horde and succeeded in showing its tormentors a real hot time. Its ability to more or less ignore ranged damage and set fire to large areas would come in very handy.
I like how it does spread damage. It's pretty awesome. Safe.
It's payday. Enemies have entered the dungeon.
Oh no.
The hunting lodge was completely destroyed. The vengeful evil gave itself a very self-satisfied pat on the back. The time was right to concentrate on King Robert. He was in his renowned garden reciting his much less renowned love poems. The lyrically challenged evil had no time for poetry and would soon make this tangibly clear to him.
So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna select these guys. Go out and charge at him. Wow, look at my treasury. Anyway, just waiting for the ox. They're damn strong. They are stronger than what I expected them to be. Oh, and there's a goblin there. So we'll just go over there. We need to destroy this first. We'll just go over to this side.
The horde came across a stray goblin by the roadside, who apparently constituted the sad remains of one of the hunting lodge's attack units. This miserable being joined the army of the powerful evil with a grateful whimper.
So let's go. What I might do is I'll use his assassin ability and have a look. Do some exploring.
The king was accompanied by a pixie who was able to cast powerful healing magic. Any direct attack would be suicidal.
I see.
Mercifully, the omniscient and helpful narrator was at hand. He pointed out to the impatient evil that the pixie went off from time to time in order to check that all was well, and much more importantly, eat her supper in a little camp to the south. The pixie buzzed over to eat her meal. The ultimate evil prepared an ambush.
Oh. It's actually quite hard to play. I really don't want this guy to die. I hope the pixels will be coming soon. These guys can charge at her. And this guy. Oh no! No!
One would think that killing a fragile flying being wouldn't be rocket science. But an incredibly incompetent evil had taken far too long in doing so and had startled the few guards into action. Despite its massive firepower, the hopeless evil had lost his Gobobot. Really, that should be the end of the story. However, somehow, another one of these wonderful creatures, the annoying little pixie, had spoken her last healing spell. The crafty-minded evil sculpted a fan from her wings. Now it was time to look for King Robert and ensure his early demise.
I think this is the only way to like win, like using your assassin and then
King Robert fell, and the ultimate evil had received its well-deserved revenge. But there were still many more heroes out there who deserved to bite the dust. Their time would come.
So that's it. Woohoo.
The demigod Krotos, one of the sniveling cowards who had banished the ultimate evil, had just marched his alliance army out of the swamplands to fight the snake-like Nagas. The ultimate evil wanted to teach him the full futility of war by ensuring his untimely passing. Besides, the Nagas could prove to be valuable allies.
So that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. Please leave any feedback or comments below. Give me a like and subscribe. Bye.